At one national cabinet retailer, the policy is 100% of your cabinet money before a single box is ordered. Meanwhile, in one state, a home improvement contractor can't legally take more than $1,000 down. Same kitchen, same money. Two completely different rule books. Most kitchen budgets get burned right here. Not because the deposit is a scam, but because nobody tells you which rule book you're standing in. This is Quote Anatomy, Episode 5. The Deposit and Change Orders. The money you commit before a single box exists. Watch the meter at the bottom of your screen. It tracks your money. The counter next to it tracks the boxes that money has actually bought. Keep your eye on the gap. Why do cabinet deposits run so big? Because custom goods are built for you and almost nobody else. In the trade, about 50% upfront is the standard deposit for custom millwork. And some sellers collect everything, 100%, before they order a single sheet of material. As one cabinet shop forum puts it, we are not finance companies, we are woodworking companies. The shop is protecting itself from building a kitchen only you can use. That's the deal you're actually signing. And here's the line that matters most on that page. Custom and special ordered product is usually non-refundable. So look at the meter. Half your money is committed. Boxes that exist? Still zero, that's normal, on the goods rulebook. But it is not the only rulebook in your kitchen. Buying cabinets is a goods purchase. You're ordering a product. Hiring your installer or remodeler is a home improvement contract. You're buying labor over time. Different legal relationships, different rules about your money, and some states put a hard cap on the contract side. In one state, the down payment on a home improvement contract cannot be more than $1,000 or 10% of the contract price, whichever is less. Same state, same rulebook. Progress payments can't exceed the value of the work actually completed. The principle is worth memorizing even if your state's numbers differ. On the labor side, money follows the work. It never runs ahead. Your state has its own version of these rules. Check it before you sign anything. The point isn't the number. The point is that the store's rulebook never applies to your contractor, and your contractor's rulebook never applies to the store. So what does a healthy payment schedule look like? In the trade, you'll see a few shapes: 50, 40, 10, half up front, 40%, when the job heads to finish, 10 on delivery. Remodeler guides run a different shape: 25 to 40% to start, progress payments of 20 to 30%, tied to real milestones, and 10 to 20% held for substantial completion. Some owners hold 5 to 10% retainage until the punch list is done. The exact shape matters less than one test, and it works on both rulebooks. Put the schedule in writing, then ask, does my money ever run ahead of the boxes ordered and the work done? If the meter on your project would ever sit at 90 while the work bar sits at 60, that gap is your risk, and it's negotiable before you sign, never after. Now the part that bites after you sign: changes. The rule is 3 words: writing, signed, priced. Every change goes in a written change order, signed by both sides, priced before the work is done. One state doesn't just recommend that, it requires it. Why do mid-project changes cost so much? Because one moved cabinet re-coordinates the whole chain behind it, and on the good side, changes hit a cliff. Before processing, cancellation can be free. After processing, restocking fees appear. 25% is standard, and some sellers charge 35%. Once assembly begins, often no cancellation at all, and countertops already in fabrication can't be canceled, with the balance still due. One honest exception: a real site discovery, rot behind a wall, a joist nobody could see, should not carry a change order premium. That's not a change of mind. That's the job. 3 questions before your deposit leaves your hand. 1. What exactly triggers each payment? And does my money ever run ahead of the goods ordered and the work done? 2. What is your change order fee structure? In writing, before I sign. 3. What happens to my deposit if I cancel? At each stage of the order. If those 3 answers come easily, you're probably in good hands. If they don't, you just learned that for free. If this saved your deposit, like and subscribe. Episode 6 opens the one section of the quote nobody ever expands: the design line, from the Reno Ledger, where the paperwork tells the truth.